Hi guys, I was just out getting a haircut and doing some shopping, get some meat and vegetables, and I'm just wanting to chat about the benefits of having specific goals set on specific dates. Because if you say you want to lose 20 pounds and just as soon as possible, there's really no deadline, there's no date, there's like I can do it tomorrow. But if you say, I think a really good goal is maybe like in 2 weeks to lose 4 pounds, something like that range, and have it continuously. Or the 4% of your body weight in 4 weeks is what I'm doing now, but I have them rolling about every 1 to 2 weeks. But I think I'm just going to start doing it like every 4 weeks, unless I just want to have more bets going for the monetary gain. But really, it's just for the weight loss motivation. And I'm finding it very helpful in my daily, what am I doing right now? I can't wait. You can't say, well, I'll start back tomorrow. The weigh-in's coming up. And if you have these type of goals and you have these specific dates that the goal has to be met by, whatever it might be, it's so beneficial, at least for me so far. And we'll see how it goes over the next 3 to 6 months. Give it enough of a trial period. And I already know it's motivating the hell out of me now, but I already know in the past that things like this, especially if I make like a monetary bet with a friend or a coworker or just even a mild acquaintance, that I'm so competitive, and really we all should be. I mean, you have to compete for survival, and I always compare everything to like caveman days, even though, I mean, I don't know how long ago God put humans on Earth, but let's just say at least 7,000 years ago. But maybe way longer than that. I actually believe longer than that, but that's when Adam and Eve were created, but I believe humans were created before that. Also, not the white race, or whatever race Adam and Eve were. But that you would have had to compete for survival with animals, with other humans, with other tribes, with other peoples. And that drive is good, people are like, oh, like getting a participation award to me is child abuse. Like telling a 7-year-old, not only do you not, yes, it's okay to not win, but it's not okay to not try to win. And that's what we're creating, just a generation of whining little babies. And ladies, you're going to find that out soon, if you haven't already, that the men you're raising, the boys you're raising are going to grow up to be worthless. They won't compete for a good job. They won't compete for a quality mate. They won't compete for gain in life. It's okay to just get an award for nothing. And you wonder why 50% of America's youth would rather be homeless than get a job to take care of themselves. And wow, this video has rolled into some topics. You see how I get going here. Let me stick to the weight loss goals. And I'm really feeling the power of how in control I am. I can lose control and go, and I'll just use every time I talk about what I'm going to mess up on, I'll use ice cream. I love chips too, but for some reason I can avoid them. It's like ice cream has less of a death sentence tied to it to me than like sodium nitrate packed chips. I just know cause cancer in lab animals, and I believe in humans as well, but maybe not, but I believe it does. Whatever you believe, is you need to have the negative aspect out there too. It's important to know what mushrooms not to eat. As more important it is know which ones you can eat, as a caveman would. Don't eat those ones. The neighbor ate them and died. Well, what can we eat? Well, that's not as important it is to know what not to eat. And that drives me. Like, I don't want type 2 diabetes with an A1C of an 11.1 or 11.2, whatever I started out at. Got it all the way down to 5.4, and I'm about a point above that now. Maybe like 6.4. We'll see where I end up on my next test here coming up. Probably going to test next month. We'll see. But I already know, the more weight you lose, if you're diabetic and skinny, you have a different problem than if you're diabetic and morbidly obese. If you're diabetic and morbidly obese, you really don't have any problem. You just quit eating carbs. You can go on and on how diabetes is about too much insulin and insulin resistance and But the bottom line is when you take a blood sugar test and it's, averagely a 12-hour fasting blood glucose over 100 is pre-diabetic, and I think it's 125 is diabetic. So an A1C, and that's only related to your blood sugar. So just don't eat sugar, don't eat carbs, don't eat things that convert themselves into glucose in the blood, like grains, whole grains, bread, pasta, rice, starchy vegetables. Get rid of all that. Alcohol, especially get rid of alcohol. Get rid of all of it. Liquid sugar, don't drink pop like I always say. Kool-Aid. Juice, oh my God, do not drink juice. Like apple juice, orange juice, grape juice. That is all pure liquid sugar poison. If you're skinny, fine, and something I'm realizing just today, I've been thinking about it, and the food additives, even salt, like oil-fried salted nuts, are so addictive. You just cannot stop eating them. So for me, nuts are off the menu, and just sticking with whole foods, So I just bought some ribeye steaks, some thin cut ribeye steaks, and some salmon, 2 kinds of salmon, some smoked salmon and some just salmon fillet, big fillets. So that's fatty fish and fatty beef. And then just some vegetables, celery, carrots, Brussels sprouts, mushroom, just whole mushrooms. And that was about it. I wanted to buy some nuts, and I was like, do you control yourself? What'd you do with the last bag you bought? It's like, I had 2 the first day and the rest of the bag the next day. Okay, don't buy nuts then, Even like these low carb or healthy alternative but processed foods, like think protein bars, or they have those new protein chips, or just like ready-made drinks that are, supposedly healthy. They're processed food, and just let them go. Just eat whole food, and don't panic about it. I was thinking about skipping breakfast this morning too, because I wasn't hungry at all, and I could have easily skipped breakfast. And I was like, you know what? I'm not hungry. I don't want to eat. Let me take this opportunity to eat a small, healthy meal, so that I won't overeat, one, and I'll just provide my body with the nutrition it needs. So I had 3 fried eggs and butter with an avocado. And I haven't eaten since. That was, my God, that was, 7 hours ago, and I still feel fine, very satisfied. I jogged 2 miles at a decent clip, and lift some weights, and kind of walked on the treadmill with some 10-pound dumbbells, 15% incline after my 2-mile run, and had a sweat going. It felt great. And a lot of it is having that goal in mind. That the first goal that I made with the lose 4% of your body weight in 4 weeks, I'm already past the 100% success. The second one I made, I'm at 50% success, and the third one I made, I'm at 0% success. So that last one is about 3 weeks out, 19 days out, and I gotta hustle for that one. I need to drop 10 pounds in 3 weeks, which is a lot, but I bought a sweatsuit, one of those sauna suits, and if I need to do that at the end, the last day or 2, I will. And of course, I'll fast into it if I need to as well. But that's just keeping me accountable. Wanting to learn how to lose weight without fasting, but right now I know I can lose weight with fasting. I can lose weight with eating meat and vegetables, and basically that's it. I'm eating some dairy also. I have some smoked string cheese in the fridge right now, and I'm eating eggs. But just meat and vegetables and fish. Beef and fish are my meat and my fatty meat, fat and protein combo. So that's why I got ribeyes and salmon. I love the tuna steaks and the cod and the other fish fillets, but they just have no fat. They're almost, and no carbs either. They're just pure protein. So then I would still have to try to figure out how to get some fat in my diet, because I know I need to eat my basal metabolic rate is 2,100 calories a day for a 5'9", 250-pound guy that is, I would say, above moderately active, because my work alone has me walking 5 miles a day, and then on a day off today, You know, I jogged 2 miles, but then I also walked more, and I'm also going to walk around and, you know, just, I'm at 4 miles for the day right now, and I'll be walking around more. So that's, I think that, and then lifting weights, and then just sneaking in shifty little workouts here and there, whether I do some body squats or some planks or some push-ups. Like I said, I love doing the push-ups against a counter where it's easy and you can just do 50 or 100 reps. And now I love doing where I put my hands on a counter and do like body weight squats, but I kind of help myself up with my hands. And it just makes it easier on my joints, and then easier to do a higher amount of reps. So guys, I just wanted to jump on here and get a little live drive video. I'll post this up here in a minute. It is 5:15 p.m. on a Tuesday afternoon. Beautiful weather in Minnesota. I should have went jogging outside, but it rained on my way up to the grocery store. The Sam's Club I go to is close to my work, and it was raining, so I went into my work and worked out in the gym there before I went grocery shopping, and then I come out and it's beautiful, gorgeous again. But I know I am going to be putting down the miles on hiking trails this summer. I got a brand new pair of boots. Oh my God, these Merrell hiking boots. Merrell, how do you pronounce it? I found them on Facebook Marketplace. They're like $150, $175 hiking boots, brand new. I got them for 25 bucks, and they feel like putting on a pair of socks when I put these boots on. I hiked with them yesterday with a 50-pound pack on for 3.5 miles. And my feet felt great. Like, I didn't need to break them in at all. Maybe the guy wore them once or twice. I don't know why he sold them. They're like brand new. They smelled like that. They still had that new boot smell. So anyway, guys, God bless you. Jesus loves you. I love you. And I will catch you guys in the next episode.